Hi, I'm Amanda with Moxie Girl and the Domestic CEO, and today we're going to go over some ironing tips for dress shirts. Now, if you or someone in your house has to wear dress shirts, you know that you always want to have them looking crisp. You don't want to have them look like they just came out of the dryer. So you may take them to the laundry, or if you do them on your own to save some money, you do need to iron them on a regular basis. So today we're going to go over some tips on how to quickly iron a dress shirt. So when I take one of these, this is my husband, so it's a pretty big shirt here, I always start with one section. And you're going to divide the shirt into 4 sections, pretty much. You've got your front left, your front right, your back, and then your sleeves. So when you're ironing, you're going to do one section at a time. So I always take one of the front sides and put it over the iron first. Now you're going to notice that the narrow end of the ironing board goes really nicely into that top shoulder area. That's for a reason. You can tuck that up there, and then you can smooth your shirt down all the way from there. So then you can just take your iron and real quickly go down in a straight line. You can also go down the lapel where the buttons, well, these are the buttonholes are, just real quick in one smooth motion. Then just rotate your shirt so it's in the second section, in the back. And with the back, we're actually going to have it divided in half because the ironing board's not big enough for most shirts. So we're just going to do one half and then the second half. Again, we're going to smooth out all these wrinkles so we can just go straight down. And we're going to do it one more time on this corner. Make sure you don't have any of the front part of the shirt getting caught up here, up in this narrow part. Get this all stretched out so it's really nice and smooth. And again, you're just going to go down in a straight motion. Now it can be tempting to try to do one of these fancy things or to go back and forth like this, but all you're going to do if you do that is increase your chances of putting a wrinkle into the shirt. So just push it out all the way down to the bottom of the fabric. And finally we're going to do this side again, or the other side of the front. We've got this all smoothed out. Now this side is the one with the buttons, and you want to make sure that you avoid the buttons with the iron. The iron can cause the buttons to break. It can make them snap in half. So just avoid it for now. We'll show you how to do those in just a second. So with your iron, again, that smooth motion all the way to the end. Now if this part is wrinkly, you take the tip of the iron and just go in and out, all the way down. And that's going to flatten the fabric that's right along there. Now make sure whenever you're ironing, especially on dress shirts, never let your iron sit for a long time. You're going to scorch, which is another fancy word for burn the fabric. So you always need to keep the iron moving or keep it set up. So make sure you're protecting your clothes. The final part of the dress shirt that we're going to iron are the sleeves. So you're going to lay the dress shirt out, and again, use that side over here to really anchor the clothes. You're going to spread it out again, and I always do this kind of back and forth fan motion with my hand to make sure that there's no wrinkles on the front or the back. You can feel those wrinkles in there if there is. So just smooth them on out. Then again, you're going to take your iron, and I always pull up a little bit because that way if there is a bunch of fabric on this end, because there are some pleats and stuff here, if you pull up on it, you can still iron and you're not going to crease it in there. Just watch out if there's steam coming through because it might burn your fingers, and that's not cool. Finally, after you would do the other sleeve, you do the collar. Now if the collar is really messed up, you want to do the back side of it first because that'll help you to get it flat. So you just go real easily on the back side. This one wasn't bad, so we didn't really need to do it. And then flip it over, and again, you can hang it kind of over this edge here, or just lay it out. Or even just lay it out flat like this. And just go down. And then flip it over. If you need to, you can put a little crease in it using the side here to really make that nice and solid there. So As you can see, dress shirts, they may look intimidating, but they're actually pretty easy to iron. It can take just a couple minutes, and you have a sharp, clean look for your workday.